Hey, www.patreon.com/finalstoppodcast. Dude, we got 100 plus hours of content over there. For 4 quarters, it'll get you on that $1 McBaller level where you get a bonus Final Stop episode every week, some would say. Every week. Or if you're really invested in the podcast, we do have a $10 follower of Gus level. Tristan, tell them what they get with that.
They get exclusive content and exclusive access to the IA, which is the Internal Affairs.
Baby.
That is the show I host.
Yeah, Tristan hosts, I cry, and Brad calls me a not on the public.
Yeah. So it's fun. The Internal Affairs is a good time. If we hit our next subscriber goal, we're going to make Andrew do lean.
I'm down. I'm game. It'll get you cooked.
Join the Patreon. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Final Stop Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Bridge-Gadd, live from Never Glorious Mescal Manor, Mach 2. Over here on the other side of the country, it's the Vampire King, King Possum, Lord Meerkat, fucking Bob the Builder. It's Tristan Bowling.
What's up? How you doing?
Now, my question is, what if we ever have to do this at a place where it's like you can't go ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, and you just have to be like, howdy? What if we're ever doing this at a live thing and there's like execs there and they're like, all right, we want to see how this thing operates live. And I go, ladies and gentlemen, Tristan Bowling, he's pulling a finger out his ass. He's like,
No, we'll have planned bits for it.
Yeah, I pull a finger out my butt and I go, oops. And
you know what I could see? You know what I could see doing? We're doing a big show and you guys playing a bit without me knowing. Like,
Yeah.
we're just doing the show, and all of a sudden you guys go into the who's our guest thing. I'm like, no, they're doing a thing without me.
Like, you know how
Yeah.
like magicians pull rabbits out of their hats?
Yeah.
Tristan just pulls his microphone out of his ass. He's like, ta-da.
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 Over here, ta-daing on the side table. It's the big man himself, the anti-Riz, Patrick Oriandons.
What's up, ho-ho-hos,
Saying,
dude?
shut up, nigga. I didn't get to say your name yet. I knew you had a preset
What's
line.
up, ho-ho-hos, dude? It's fucking Christmas episode, dude.
Oh, my God. This guy's
we
such
are
a
not wearing
cornflake.
anything festive. It is indisputable from any other episode.
I'm in a green and red hat.
I'm in Star Wars.
What are you
We're
doing?
festive.
I got fish
this.
fry shirt.
I got this for Christmas last year. I'm repping the brand.
Oh, yeah, and where this comes from, they have Christmas over there, too. So I guess it's just a special thing.
It's the Final Stop Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays, you filthy... what is it,
Animals?
like? Yeah, I was going to say peasants. You filthy fucking peasants. You poor
Yeah.
fucks. Merry Christmas, you degenerates.
What, taking something out of Tom Segura's book?
What?
Taking a page? Just being like,
You
Merry
guys
Christmas,
couldn't afford my
pores.
fucking... Yeah, you guys couldn't afford
Yeah.
my wardrobe, dude. I'll give it for free.
What the fuck? Is that from the new thing he put out, the 69
Nah,
deal?
this is from like last year.
You guys are way bigger into him than I am. I like his
I'm not.
weight loss shit.
He got in trouble recently because he was just like, he always gets in like these conversations with Bert on their podcast about just being like, isn't it so cool just like having a car or like having like, I just bought a new Porsche and like I went watch shopping and everyone's just like, you're not relatable. He's like, fuck you guys, you're losers. He's like calling his fans losers and shit. And everyone's just like, Tommy Buns, please stop it.
No, I agree with that because you know what it is. I was talking to Taylor about this the other day. There's a disrespectful line with money both ways, right? So it's like if you have money, you're an asshole if you pull up in like a fucking Phantom that's murdered out with street glow, and it's like you're an out of touch piece of shit. Fuck you. But also,
unless you have like 9 unpaid alimony payments,
right?
and
Then that's fine because it balances out. Then you're really not on one side. Then you're really in the middle. Also, if you have a shit ton of money, if you pull up in a Prius that's 10 years out of date, fuck you as
If
well.
you Adam Sandler
Yeah,
out.
it's like why? Then it's offensive to us poor guys because it's like why am I working hard then if the
You know,
answer is
who's
just
that-
a Prius?
Who's that? Like, who's that? I think it's Bloomberg, like Michael Bloomberg, like one of the like
Richard
richest guys
Branson.
ever.
Richard Branson
No.
lives on like a acre of land with a Prius.
No, what he does is like he still like lives within his means, like very much so. He's like, so what I do is whenever I go to like a diner, I put
I
a
know
little
exactly
bit of
what
water
you're talking about,
and
yeah.
then like a little bit of juice, and it splits the juice amongst other people, and it lasts longer. It's like, dude, you could buy a country. Just drink the fucking juice.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And then when Elon actually does try to buy a country, that'll be just as offensive. You gotta float somewhere in the middle. If like I would do money I would do money well, I think. I would wear... There'd be nothing on my physical person.
You do money. You constantly. All you do to us is brag about how much you make.
False. Absolutely false.
Oh my. Oh, okay.
False.
Dude, I would fucking. I feel like if I started to get money and like I would get really paranoid with it. Like I would definitely have like, oh, what is this? You think it's a trash can? No, it's 100-foot hole in the middle of my house where I put my jewels.
Where I put my doubloons at the bottom of my house.
Tristan is the type of dude to have a moat at his place.
I could see that. Just like, what is that?
I'm just
You're
gonna just Walter White. I'm just gonna have the insulation of my house be millions of dollars just in the walls.
Oh, that's you're going the Tony Soprano method, where your wife has to angrily sit there and pretend like she didn't know the money was stashed when you're pulling it out. You're like, the feds are doing a raid. We got to get everything. You're like, she's like, what do you mean everything? Stop bullshitting. You know it's all in the third story. Go
It's like, honey, Jennifer just crashed the car. It's like, ugh.
You think the
Give me
walls
the couch.
misplaced?
Yeah. Let me just go to the couch real quick. Where's my knife? I need to get my couch cutting knife.
Well, because like there's ways to do money. I think that's correct, and then there's
What?
There's another StreamYard thing open that's playing right now.
What's going on?
The fuck are you?
Go to Stream.
What's going on?
Go to StreamYard. No, there's a stream. No, dumbass.
The fuck is happening?
What's going on?
Look,
this is so crazy.
Look, just the StreamYard tab up there, nigga. No, actually, close out of this one. Push the yellow tab on this. No, okay, or the red. Okay. Oh, Jesus, push the StreamYard tab up there on the right. Right there. No, nigga, look.
Oh, I see it.
Yes, that's what's playing.
What just happened?
Why was that playing?
Sometimes that happens. There was another StreamYard tab that I had open that just started playing, but it was the one from last week where there was a big piece of salt on the floor, and I was like, what is that? And you were like, what is this, a crack rock? And so we were listening to like that dialogue, and you were just like, no, I'm not going to lick it. I couldn't tell what was reality and what was not.
Dude, I thought I was losing my fucking mind for a second.
Because sometimes there is a lag with you. So I'm like, wait, did this nigga just start tripping the fuck out?
Yeah.
Could you not
I know.
hear any of that?
I scratched my ear, and then you like went like this, and I'm like, what did I just do? What did I do? What have I done?
That's how I felt like when the smoke alarm went off at Roey's house. I was like, that's not me, right? That's not me. I just moved. I scratched my balls once. There's no way I made this thing go off.
Dude, Haley actually said something very funny yesterday that I might use in a bit. Like, do you know how like people are dying from drinking Panera Bread lemonade?
I heard about that because it has more caffeine than like a Monster and a half
and they're
in
putting it with Four Loko.
No, they're like, no, it's not that. People are like, it's not advertised explicitly as a like energy drink, and people with like heart conditions who can't drink energy drinks, they're like, oh, lemonade, and then they drink it, and then like one dude was walking home and just died. He like went into cardiac arrest. Like Haley was just like, can you imagine your last meal being Panera Bread? And I'm like, that sucks, dude. Can you imagine just getting like
last meal?
getting like a mid-level club in like macaroni and cheese that you're like, this was better in my head, and then walking home and dying? Like that fucking sucks.
That sound wait, can we go full screen real quick? I take the opposite stance. If you die and you get up to heaven and they're like, what happened? You're like, I don't know. 1 second I was eating a bread bowl. Next second, I'm up here. That sounds like a pretty peaceful way to go out.
Imagine chomping down like a home-style chili bread bowl with a charged lemonade, and then just like the absolute mess that you're gonna leave in your pants as soon as
the crime scene niggas that gotta clean you up are gonna have a fucking rough day, bro. Once your bowels exit, oh god.
They won't even do the autopsy. They're just sending you straight to the morgue.
God,
I think he exploded into diarrhea. I don't know how much.
Yeah, that's the reality of death. You're just rigor mortis in a soup of your own insides. That's what happens when you die. You just get stiff and you're sitting there in a puddle of yourself.
I'm always stiff.
Okay.
I'm always in a puddle. I'm always in a puddle of myself.
So the thing we were talking about before we started, I didn't even know this. Andrew saw this on the way in. But tell him.
This is how I know this is like a white mainly apartment complex. This is like the epitome of like, please do the right thing during the holiday season, dog. Mm-hmm. I was walking back up to bring the tripod back to the crib, and as I'm walking up, I notice a flyer on the elevator that says, hey, if you're involved in a car crash this last week, please reach out to me so I can get your contact information.
Oh yeah, that's a definite that's a Hail Mary right there.
No,
Yeah.
that's
like me trying to get my bag back
Yeah.
from New Jersey public transportation. That shit's gone.
yeah.
Yeah, you just tagged New Jersey the Twitter page. I was like, yo, has anyone seen? Yeah, that's the most white girl shit I've ever seen. Someone definitely just rear-ended her shit in the parking lot. Probably her taillights shattered all over the second floor.
Yeah,
and she's just
Meanwhile,
like, oh god.
Andrew's writing a letter to Chris Christie, being like, "Excuse me, Mr. New Jersey, can you help me at all?"
This wouldn't happen under Cuomo's watch. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Do you think about that sometimes? You're just
Mr.
like,
Eric Adams, I feel like you are somehow not responsible, but associated with this crime.
It's all one big like political ring, dude. I just gotta find my way in the middle.
and
of
you're
it.
so desperate. He's like, did you know that New Jersey's actually broken down into 7 districts and they all have 4 central city council members? I've messaged them all individually.
Yeah.
I will find.
And
Do you ever
guess
think-
what? I've been slowly courting them through different social media accounts and getting photos of their penis and balls and exposing all of them rapidly. If I don't get my laptop.
I was low key tempted to be like, "Hey, I left my bag and there's a bomb in it. Please find it."
You probably would have
No.
found it quicker.
Yeah.
There's a nuclear reactor and a
Yeah.
laptop.
I have anthrax in my bag. It also
And
has
then
my
after
laptop and my
you're in-
camera.
And so then after when you're in police custody for reporting a false terrorist attack or a terroristic threat, they're just going to be like, "Oh, did you find my laptop?" And be like,
As you're
it's
in
like, yes,
handcuffs with a
so
fucking...
homeless man was living in your bag. He took a shit. And be like, "Oh, no."
Do you ever think about it? Do you ever just sit up at night and be like an ex-girlfriend, just be like, I wonder what he's doing right now.
Yeah, because I get a clip back from a club. I'm like, dude, this is gonna be. Yeah.
Can't edit anything.
Yeah, I can't edit shit. dude.
Believe me, I think about your laptop every week when I have to edit a video. I'm like, I wonder what Andrew's fucking laptop's doing right now.
And I think about that every Tuesday night where I'm like, I could go to sleep today.
when you're watching the clip scared that I did edit something out,
Yeah.
you're like, I wonder what my laptop's fucking doing right now.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Do you think he's off editing another podcast somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
I hope so. Just on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
blowing up in Jersey, dude.
Maybe maybe in like 15 years we're gonna see that laptop and like, oh my god, he's working in the Howard Stern office. Look at his like,
He's in the
look
Anthony.
at how far.
He's in the Anthony Cumia
Yeah.
studios, dude.
It got
Yeah,
picked
the
to be
new the new Oprah Winfrey's Anthony Cumia Studios, the one in 15 years from now.
Yeah.
I don't know how he has a comeback like nobody else.
It got invited to be the soundboard laptop at next year's Unrep JFL. It's really doing big things, dude. It's fucking, it's coming
It has
around.
more credits than me.
I actually worked sound at Carnegie Hall last year. It's like this thing's doing all right.
It's like I never should have left
Yeah.
you. I'm sorry. I didn't know what I had.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have left you on that bus or train or whatever.
I realized I'm the one holding my laptop back.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, you said the word courtship
You
earlier.
just leave it on another train, just cry looking at it, has his hand on the window. There's just like a little cursor on the window with the finger.
I'm just hitting it with like the old yeller. I was like, get out of here. You can
Get
do better
outta
than me.
here.
Get out of here.
God, I miss them. Sometimes I still think about that tight little core processor. Sometimes I really fucking think about it.
He really knew how to get it charged itself up, dude.
You're just like, you like eventually run back into it. You're just like, how's the V key? Still sticking? I mean, just like old times.
Sticky as ever.
It's with another person. I was like, bro, I've been hitting that space bar more than you know, dude.
Ew.
I could do things with that laptop you couldn't even fathom.
You're married to a fucking Acer? Are you kidding?
Yeah, you left me for a PC, you stupid bitch.
You say it's one of those laptops that turns into a tablet? You motherfucker.
Damn, you left me for an Asian gaming computer? Fuck.
Fuck, I never stood a chance, dude. I was lucky. I was lucky that
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
had.
close.
It's a laptop that turns into a tablet. It's a transition computer, a trans computer. It's like,
Here's one of those new transition Johns.
Yeah.
You're with a cross-platform compatible PC.
I
you are
always knew
going
you
to be
wanted
a
me to-
laptop or a tablet. That's it. Just be like, no, Dad, you
You're
don't
with a P-
understand me.
You're with a PC that uses a console controller. It doesn't know what the fuck it wants. How can it want you?
I know you always wanted to be different, you bitch. I know you wanted to be different,
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh, we should have put you in sports. I knew it.
You also have a guy in Dallas? What the fuck are you talking? Why do you have multiple
also
partners?
have a guy in
Yeah. Dallas, what do you mean your Bluetooth is on? How many
Airplane-
people are pairing to your device?
Airplay to everyone? You fucking whore.
Are you audio sharing, you filthy slut? Dude,
You
I
have a
walk
virus.
in.
I
It's
know
like
you do.
Adobe. It's like Adobe Atmos system in here.
I just found out that you could audio share. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was a thing. So we initially did it for we did a Frank Sinatra walk, or we're going to around New York. But ever since I found out I can do it, now what I want to do is just start when Taylor's, because sometimes she'll
Never
have
mind.
headphones in.
That contact me if you hit my car. That's second place white people shit.
The
A
Frank
New York
Sinatra
Frank
walk.
Sinatra walk.
An audio shared Sinatra.
Let me guess.
walk.
It was Taylor's idea.
Absolutely my idea. I was like, you know, it would be sick if we got.
There was
really
wait.
fucking-
When was this?
in New York? We were doing Sinatra
When you were in
walks.
town, you did a
No,
Frank
they're going
Sinatra
to
walk?
do it.
Yeah, no, we didn't, but I wanted to. Where we audio share, we each have one headphone in. Because you used to have to do the middle school share thing, but now you can.
That's not audio sharing. That's just splitting fucking AirPods.
Yeah,
Well, no,
that's
we're-
splitting AirPods. What
No,
are you
we're-
talking about?
We're audio sharing because I have my Beat Flexes and she has her AirPods. But you can audio share just like Bluetooth, where you just send a code and then you can do off one device to 2 pair of headphones. That's all I want to do. Sinatra walk.
that's bad. I would start pranking Haley.
Well,
Like we would get
that's what I want to do. So I want to start. Sometimes Taylor's just on her laptop in the morning, just sitting there doing her girly shit, and I want to just start playing really hardcore porn, and just egregiously anal gape, just
Dude.
just
Oh,
interrupt-
just
you remember
doing
when-
just doing the type of shit when your buddy is on a phone call with his mom that you do in the background, and you're like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck."
and just have
Oh
her
my-
what the
Yeah.
Like, do you remember?
Stop
do you guys-
it! Stop it! Mom, I'm coming home soon. Stop it, Tanner.
Yeah, and then instead of me being in the bathroom jerking it like she thinks, I'm just gripping the corner around, just looking, being like,
Your dick's also peeking around the corner.
Yeah.
No, but do you guys remember when AirDrop first came out? It was just like, bro, I'm just sending porn in and out, dude. I'm
was
just
annoying.
sending around porn in and out.
that was annoying. That and the stupid Arabic text thing that you could send people that just
Oh,
turn
that
their
just-
phone off.
Nuked your phone.
Don't know how that got past the CIA. Don't know how that got to the public. Did you
Oh
ever
yeah. I remember that when in high school when you
Yeah.
could just send a string of gobbledygook over to someone's phone and just you've sent the bad message and it just turns your phone off forever.
No, it was really annoying, bro. It would be and it'd be 7 of your friends would just start doing it to you to really annoy you. You'd be sitting in class and you get music time, which was gold back then. Your teacher would be like, you can listen to music right now if you want. And you'd be like, I can't turn my phone on. 6 of these cocksucks keep sending me fucking.
I didn't have a phone for a week and a half.
Yeah, because you just.
And I can't explain that to immigrant parents. They're like, what happened? I was like, my asshole friend sent me Sanskrit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
someone put a math spell on my phone.
Yeah.
And now,
Someone
now
did
it
some
won't
real
open.
Hogwarts shit, some Slytherin type shit.
Sanskrit, that's good. I like that. That's solid.
No, the way that you said that.
You just pay me in money chocolate?
Yeah, it's good.
No, I was about to say the way that you just toss that is like you're tossing a fish, like a seal to a fish, or a fish to a seal.
I did. I have.
Bro, could you imagine tossing a seal to a fish? You're like, what the fuck is this?
It's a big shadow. Just-
What the fuck?
No, I had gelt in my
then,
pocket.
and then the seal looks behind him, and there's a bigger fish.
There's a sea lion behind that and a walrus behind that.
Yeah, he doesn't. The fish isn't even scared. He's like, bro, you don't even know my brother, dude. You don't even
Yeah.
know who my brother is.
God, I really blew that bit. I forgot that I had it. I was gonna do that way earlier in the podcast because Andrew just fucking munches on this gelt every time he comes over. And I was gonna throw it to him like a
Yeah, and
dolphin.
I got
after
yelled
he
at,
does
so
a
I know
trick.
not to eat it
No,
during recording.
What do you mean you got
It's
yelled?
it's a bad precedent to set giving him gelt because he's gonna start thinking that all coins
All
are chocolate.
coins are money.
Yeah.
He's gonna get change back from Wendy's at midnight and just break a molar. Just
Yeah.
really fuck his shit up.
Just putting a dollar bill, just like this fruit roll up tastes terrible. Anyways.
Have you ever put coins in your mouth as a kid? It's one of the dirtiest things you can do. Look.
Nah.
Yeah, it's one of the dirtiest things you could do. I was watching an episode of Legion of Skanks earlier, and they're it was for Hanukkah, and they did bobbing for pennies, which they just threw a bunch of pennies into a bucket of water, and I'm like, at the end of it, the water is just murky, and I'm just like, that is so gross.
Also,
Why
don't
would
pennies not float? Were they just licking the bottom of a container with
Yeah,
pennies?
you're just trying to suck it out.
I was about to say, I'm like, you'd have to put your face down against the bottom to get one.
Maybe that's where we're at, bros. Maybe just the concept of sitting and talking is dead. Maybe we need to start doing
maybe
like,
we just need to get tetanus, dude.
yeah, maybe we just need to do urethra folding or whatever the fuck, and that's where the
Thank
views are.
God. Everyone thought I was a fool when I got into the used needle business, but now it's thriving and booming. And let me tell you, I have a sales pitch for you to hear.
I was at Used NeedleCon in Atlantic City last month. Actually, it's really a booming business. It's about to take off.
My business
It
is about
turns out-
downers. Our stock only uppers, dude.
San Francisco is a 24/7 needle con. If you guys don't know that, it's pretty perfect for needle entrepreneurs like myself.
Well, have you seen they're really cracking down on drugs that require needles. The purple lights out here are getting more and more, which I think is bullshit. I think that's
what
some
are those
form
purple
of,
lights for? I thought they were just trying to make like a Blade Runner type vibe.
It's definitely
No,
some
they're
sort
just
of,
trying to. If you're shooting heroin in the bathroom, they at least want to make it a vibe, so they put in the purple lights.
Yeah,
Well,
and then they
isn't
put
it-
Frank
Well,
Ocean on.
What they tell
Yeah.
you is it's so the junkies can't find their veins, and then it like detracts them from that area, so that way they can't. Which, first of all, fentanyl doesn't require any sort of shooting anything. You just smoke
Nah,
that shit. So
just,
I don't know what
just a
that
man
does.
with a dream.
Yeah, I don't know what that. Who's doing heroin? If you're doing heroin, kill yourself. You should have moved on to fentanyl. It does the job a little quicker. But no, I think it's definitely like everything else. Like when they put facial recognition on your phone, it was for like they were like under the guise of like it's gonna be easier to sign in. It's fucking touchless signing in. But really, it's like no. Now we can get your facial record. We can tell what you're looking at and how you're reacting to it based on that. So like you get a little give, a little
Damn.
take. The purple light has to be something. It has to be transmit. You know what I watched the other day? I watched
You know
they
what
clone Tyrone. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
With Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
Where they start putting the government puts like mind control. The government puts mind control shit
Real
in
black
the chicken.
Israelite stuff
Yeah, they put it in
happening
the
right now.
They put it in the chicken.
Oh yeah,
They put it in the
yeah.
hair products.
What's the name of that movie?
They clone Tyrone, and they start
Oh
cloning.
yeah.
They start cloning niggas, and they use mind control on them to keep the black community down as a whole. Because you need a down community to propagate a community to be up. There has to be a hierarchy somewhere. God damn it! Sorry, I
It
was
starts
waiting
at
for-
blue lights. It starts with the purple lights.
It starts at the junkies at Circle K. It starts and goes all the way to the top. Which I mean, it wouldn't be that hard.
You can also just like pull out a flashlight onto your phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they don't have flashlights, but a lighter would also do the same trick. If you had a lighter, which
And
that'd be a
also, you
balancing act.
probably do have a lighter because you got to heat up that heroin.
Yeah.
How would you even do that though? Because you got to shoot with one hand, hold a spoon with your.
So you put the needle in first.
Well, no,
A lot of
'cause-
people don't know heroin addicts are often ambidextrous, so they can
They're
have a
often
left hand, right
crafty.
hand. Yeah,
They're like the Mythbusters of like drug heads.
They are fucking creative motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Make a pipe out of anything. Turn
yeah.
turn a bathroom into a
yeah,
disco.
If
yeah,
you give it
college
like
stoners, and crackheads.
Yeah,
Niftiest
every
motherfuckers I've ever seen.
every meth den has like a Wallace and Gromit machine that makes you breakfast style thing, but
Nah,
to
believe it or
heat up
not-
your heroin.
Believe it or not, heroin addicts are just like the Raichu to Stoner's Pikachu. It's like you start as a
Well,
Pikachu
you can
and then you really get.
you can snort heroin too.
All right, buddy, but that's fucking. Jesus, can you? Is it a powder? I don't even know. Is
Yeah.
that how you?
Yeah, you can snort heroin.
Sweet. Oh, isn't that what
If
they
I
did
was if I was doing heroin, that's how I'd do it.
isn't that what they call smack? Isn't that what they did in Motley Crue, the Dirt movie, where it's like they think it's coke and he comes in and it's just straight heroin that he throws up everywhere?
I don't know.
Have you not seen the Dirt with Machine Gun Kelly? That was the last time I liked.
I
him,
did
think.
see it. I did see it. I thought it was mid. I thought it was. It was just so. The beginning of the movie was so stupid, where it's just like
Awesome
lightning
nose,
struck
awesome-
in Motley Crue is the best. Like,
I thought you were talking about the actual beginning where a girl squirts and they pause it as her stream's going across the TV and it just says the dirt and it starts.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, watch it. It's a fucking cool movie. It's a biopic rockumentary kind of. It's played by Machine Gun Kelly plays Tommy Lee. There's a bunch of other people. They do Nikki Sixx's heroin overdose scene very well. But like, yeah, the opening scene is them at this party when they're like kind of on the rise, and it's the girl that is squirting is somebody else's girlfriend that somebody else in the band made her squirt, and like it's in like the middle of a party, and this girl's like leg up on a couch and like kickstart my heart's playing, and it's fucking the dirt, and then it goes into a pretty mid B-level movie from there. But the opening part is
the first 5 minutes. You're like, that was literally the equivalent of being like, dude, Skyfall was amazing. That song was so good. Didn't watch the rest of the movie after that. But that opening thing where he was like falling through a maze of bullets and then was a tiny guy but then big and then came out of a gun once, that was good.
I'll tell you what, though, it's better than most of the other bullshit movie docs that come out. The Elvis one, Blue Cock, the Queen one.
Elvis one was great.
Queen one. It was so low budget. It all took place at the same goddamn spot. And I know he had a residency, but Vegas is huge. Follow him around a little bit. Let's move and shake a little bit, huh?
Follow him around. He's an international superstar.
No, he was a Vegas superstar. He had a residency. Let's follow him around to places. They were just like, here's another night at the hotel. He hates it. He can't shit again. Night 3 at the hotel. He's sweaty. His hair's bad. Night 4, he's sitting with the owner in the front row now with his feet on the table. Night 5, I'm like, let's mix it up.
Night 5,
did he have
18 girls in his
Did he have
apartment.
a hard time? Did he have like a impacted colon? Could he not
died.
take
Yeah,
a
he
shit?
died on the
taking your
toilet.
shit. He had a heart attack pushing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's so funny. Just to be like, what's the matter, King? Just like, King ain't pooping right.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna go. I think I would imagine just the other way, but not constipated. My insides are gonna come out like the end of Chris Herb's bit where he just starts pulling out fucking black cock. My small intestine is just gonna leak out the bottom, and Taylor's gonna walk into a mess. It's gonna look like freshly made pasta.
It's gonna look like a
that dinner was the devil in disguise, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna look like a Panera Bread homestyle chili bread bowl.
It's like I told him not to eat the home style. It's home style.
God damn it! That charged lemonade took another.
It took Elvis, dude. Charged lemonade took Elvis.
You know what I'm not a fan of either is the stupid tour docs. Don't give me those either. I didn't go see your tour for a reason, Taylor Swift. I don't need a fucking. I guess Beyonce put one out too. Justin Bieber did one, the Never Say Never tour back in the day. You remember that?
I do.
Will never say never.
I remember what's it called? I was when that was in theaters. Me and Haley were like going to see I don't know what movie, but it was so crazy because like you'd be walking past like the theaters and shit, and then you just hear like just not even the decorum of like a regular movie. It's like everyone is singing and dancing, and like you hear like fucking Taylor, and I'm like, dude, I would hate to be in there.
It sounded like a nightmare.
She's a cult, bro. It sucks because I don't necessarily like her all that much, but she is the modern day like Elvis.
She's just like MCU for boring white bitches.
Yeah, well, I did.
It's like, oh my god, did you see that they're recreating Taylor's version 1978? Oh my god, it's gonna have the authentic strum line where she talks about Ryan Gosling's thin penis.
I don't like I'm not into the deep cuts. She do got about 5 or 6 like just bangers though. There are a few that are just like you sing them when you hear them, but I wouldn't go to a show. I might catch her on the way down. You know what? She probably never has her way down. I imagine she has like the smallest she gets is like she goes back to like basketball stadiums, and then she like breaks a hip and
honestly,
calls it a day.
The best career move for her is to die. Like they just immortalize her, and like this, like she was at the top, and then she got struck by lightning, and she just disappeared right on the spot. We don't even know if she's dead. She just disappeared.
Would you take that deal? Would you take the Illuminati contract? They come to you and they say we'll make you a bigger comedian than Pete Davidson tomorrow, but you die at 38.
I'm taking that immediately because that means I'm living to 38.
You would have made it. To
That's
38
true.
anyway,
That's not a
dumbass.
guarantee. Yeah, but that being said, he's like, I'm dying on 38 for sure. That means I can run this ship into the ground, my
Yeah,
friend.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
There's not going to be an arc. There's not going to be like I run into the ground, ticket sales kind of dip, the recovery tour. Then it's
dude. It's
No,
rise. All
no,
rise.
it's two Venn diagrams. I'm rising while my health is declining rapidly.
Yeah, it's the Mitch Hedberg. It's the Mitch Hedberg way out. You just go fucking balls to the walls.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he had kind of
And
a
then
dip
and then
towards
we
the
meet
end.
in the middle at 38, and I just implode.
You get right off of your fourth sold out
they
show
wheel
at MSG.
you out for you to escape. Accept your lifetime achievement award at 38. You're just like no feet, just no hands, just a stump, and you just go up there just like confidence, and everyone just stands up and cheers.
I was thinking more of like a Thanos dusting, where I'm like, all you need is.
Yeah.
Confidence.
Does it?
And the crowd finishes it off in remembrance.
That would be a hard deal to turn down. I think I'd be sad the rest of my life because he goes, yeah, that would be the deal. They'd be like, after your 4th sold out show at MSG, you're gonna walk out and Death's gonna be there with a scythe.
All right, well that's different. If it's the 4th MSG show, that's not 38.
All right,
No, that's
so
38.
wait, I just thought of something. So in the MCU, there was a moment where like someone was being dusted. There's probably a moment where they were having sex. Well, and then like your partner underneath you dusts, and then you get like all of her dust in your mouth. Like, is that not super gross?
What?
Just if
Yeah,
you're like
you're
sitting there like,
coughing.
oh my god, like ew, Janet, ew, I inhaled Janet. That's gross.
I think it all got to go away, right? Or you think it leaves like entrails? Ugh. Do you think it
Or
leaves
maybe
like
a guy. What if a guy was just like cheating on his girlfriend, and she's like, "Oh my god, this was such a mistake. Ugh, I wish I'd never done this." She's like, "What'd you, me?" And he just like turns into dust. He's like,
Yo,
"That just solved itself." Yo, Brett, I'm making happy hour. Making happy hour, Brett. Say,
bro, do I have a story to tell you, motherfucker?
Except for she
Bro.
blips back 5 years later with a 4.5-year-old, and you're like, "What the fuck, dude? That's
bro.
not me at all."
Nah, bro. She doesn't come
dude,
back.
that would be a
That's the
great
power
buddy
of Thanos.
comedy.
That's bringing balance.
Just
to
4 dudes who all their wives and bitchy girlfriends get blipped, and then they're just like, road trip! It's like we're bachelors now. And then they have the best 4 years, and then fucking they bring back everybody. They're like, oh my god, what happened? You were gone. I was gone. It was just here. How long has it been? He's like, 5 years. I've gotten so much pussy. I'm addicted to cocaine. It's like we've all had so much fun. I live in Vegas now. And she's like, what about our kids? It's like, they were gone too. I rule now. I'm sorry. I can't go back to the way it was.
I can get you a voucher at Wolfgang Puck if you want, but that's all I'm doing for you now, lady.
I know we're joking about this, but there are realistically some middle-aged men in this country that would donate probably their cock and balls to have that happen. If they just came downstairs one day, they just woke up and they're like, hello? I'll take it. That's fine. Everyone's gone. And that's a fair trade to me. That's fine.
Yeah, just like looking down, just being like, I think my golf pants are going to fit better. Let's head to the range.
Let's head to the range to try it out. I might go fishing after, top it off with Buffalo Wild Wings to myself at the end.
There's a guy that made his fucking year in the MCU. He's being like, no traffic. Look at that.
I would have loved that if the MCU starts putting out like, it's in the universe, but it's non-superhero based at all. Like you do just follow Gary, who was in like a 17-year failed marriage, and it's just his wife's gone, and the 1 out of 2 kids who won't talk to him left also, and it's just him and the one son he's cool with. He's just like, want to go to the lodge? And it's them just hanging out at the lodge getting toasted.
Just sitting there, just being like, did you hear about that Spider-Man? It's like, Spider who? Bugs freak me out. No.
Yeah. You only hear like background stuff. They're like, there's a giant stone man sticking out of half the earth. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What? PBR, another one. Keep them coming.
Just
Thank
like
you.
some dude.
What am I
like,
supposed to fucking do about it? That's government shit. That's Illuminati shit.
Yeah, Iron Man couldn't do
some
shit. You want
dude
me to do something?
Yeah.
In Lower Brooklyn, just being like, are all the Mets there? Are they all there?
They didn't take out the stadium again. That took 3 years to rebuild.
I just bought season tickets for the Yanks, and now you're telling me the team's gone.
They
would be-
blipped Aaron Rodgers' new ACL. God damn it.
That would be the reality. Is there'd be some dude that's sitting there. His wife is
Oh,
gone.
just Garrick?
Well, yeah, just a dude that's
Just
sitting there.
Garrick being like, I need the Mets to cover the spread.
Well, no,
I
there
need
would
them
be-
to just halfway through the game is like,
He would be there because half of their season ticket holders would be gone. There would be discount Mets season tickets for the first time in like 100 years. There would be people freaking out. Like, my family's gone, my boss is gone. I got a promotion at work. I slid up the corporate ladder.
I now own the Mets.
Yeah, I own the Mets, bro. It'd be a good for the people.
I'm the
that stayed, it's
creative
good
director
news.
at Hostess now.
Yeah.
I'm making new fucking coffee cakes. I was a mail guy like 3 months ago.
Somehow Bikini Bean has not lost a single employee.
Yeah, then there's that guy just sitting there still at his dead-end job. Just like, I'm at Salad and Go on my 3rd year, still only 75 cents higher.
You gonna
than
have
where I
taken that
started.
fucking 16-year-old that's my manager? You gonna have taken that guy?
That would be... They need to be funnier. There's so many like subplots that could be. Sure, there's the
You
sad
have to go
stories.
going back into the office and just being like, Gary, didn't get blipped. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great. Gary, so we're still on for lunch then, Tuesday.
They got
Yeah.
Stephanie, motherfucker. All right.
Gary, we're still having that HR meeting about the holiday party.
I was so close to locking that down. I was so close to locking that down.
You're sitting in the team meeting in the morning, and it's like 2/3 of the niggas are still there, and it's all the people you didn't like, and you're like, what? What did I do? Take me instead, nigga. I want to go wrong. If all the cool people are in blip heaven somewhere hanging out, I want to go where they're at.
I'm feeling, can I take the rest of the day off? I'm feeling a little dusty. I feel like I'm going to dust here in a second. It's like, that was a one-time thing. It's like, you don't know that. You know?
A guy sitting out in the field thinking dusting's a choice, just being like, come on.
Come on.
Come on. Just like the Spider-Man thing, but with dusting is like, maybe if I dive into it, I gotta.
Dude,
chest
you know
out.
what my favorite thing would be from after that? Just being able to become like a full new age evangelist for like the dusting. Just like, yo, praise me, dude. I speak for who gets dusted.
There would be.
Just start a whole ass church,
Yeah.
become a mega millionaire, dude.
And then it gets absolutely just lambasted in 5 years when Iron Man brings them all back.
Nah, that's when you become Messiah status, because you're like, every day you're like, they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back. And then the one day that black hits on fucking roulette, and you're just like, all in, dude. I got this one. I got this one.
And just single-handedly take all the credit of the literal spacemen who saved our lives. Just being like, I told you, it was I.
I blessed them before they went into battle. You saw the movie. I was there. I'm in the credits.
Well, I'm not like a giant MCU nerd like that, but how did the government explain? Did they just have to come out and be like, yeah, aliens, Thanos, they snapped the whole deal? Or like, did they just be like, we don't know either? Because if they kept them in the dark, they'd be like, people would just turn into, it'd be guns in the street, people getting gunned down over food, like express lanes would be fucked up, transportation of goods would be all like, how the fuck did they keep order? Because like the power goes out for too long in a block, and niggas start coming outside being like,
well, I mean, like that's also why all the superheroes weren't gone. So like, if it was just like, calm down, please, we still have Captain America, and he will rip you apart. So if we could just chill.
He is also an enemy of the state currently, but he will rip you apart.
That is a good deterrent from just going into like an Aldi's and shooting it up. Is like there may be a dude in tights who comes down and really fucking kicks your teeth in. Really just throws you across the produce aisle.
I've really always wanted to tell Tammy that she's the best chick at the office. Hopefully she gets dusted if she says no, but if not, we're playing the field, dude.
Man. Yeah. We got points on the board.
Yeah, we got points on the board.
So nice Christmas episode, huh, guys? Just real fucking 40 minutes in, zero Christmas.
Yeah, my bad. We're talking about dusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having fun, dude.
And inhaling a lady.
I think that is how it started.
Yeah, just.
I guess I did get a Christmas present last night. I got a $100 gift card to Chicken and Pickle.
What? That
Chicken
sounds
and
racist.
Yeah, I was about to say it better not be from
Well,
a
it's
white
actually a
person.
melding of both. It's the whitest and blackest thing you can do put together. It's fried chicken and pickleball, all at the same time. They have these like
so athletics and fried chicken?
Look it up. It looks pretty cool.
Okay.
They have maybe we should go shoot content there. It'd actually be pretty fun. I think,
no idea
and I want to see the inside. You said what?
I said, so athletics and fried chicken?
Yeah, sure. Fucking.
So would we do the pickleball and Andrew would do the chicken part?
Yeah. Well, honestly, it sounds
We're
like
splitting up the responsibilities.
Yeah.
I call chicken.
it sounds
I
like
call chicken.
I call chicken. Well, shit. If I call alcohol. Tristan, that leaves you with pickleball. Tristan's out there in leg warmers, really fucking sweating.
And Tristan, you also don't get the orange slices. Those come with the chicken.
Can
That's
I
part of
get
the
water
chicken deal.
fountain too? You cannot get water fountain.
Make a water fountain. No, but pull it up because I do want to see what it looks like. But I got it for a holiday gift. It sounds like a good way to throw up. Just scarfing an entire thigh.
It does. I was just thinking that. Like, hey, do you want to go to milkshakes and treadmills? It's the new fun. It's the new fun bar where you drink
did you mean
full
Did you mean
16-ounce milkshake and then run
pretzel
this?
bites in a rowing station?
Yeah.
See, look, it has everything.
Yeah.
What?
It has everything. Diversity, white dudes
Are you
in vests, and a black kid.
Now it does.
Are
look
you
like a
saying
place
that you don't
get-
want to go to heavy cream cheese curds and hot yoga? Are you saying you don't want to go?
Yeah.
You don't want to go to experimental curry and fucking CrossFit.
Yeah.
I was like, come on,
Curry and CrossFit, dude.
experimental curry and CrossFit.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to hot toddies and hot yoga? It's gonna be a fucking blast. No, Scroll,
Yeah.
is there a picture of the actual like inside though? Let me see what the courts are looking like, because this sounds like a place where you get white people fried chicken, and I also have to get yelled at by a middle-aged guy playing pickleball way too hard.
Yeah,
Oh
you're
no,
like-
this looks like the shit, son.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Him,
gotta
like-
go. Oh, I'm in.
That doesn't look like the most fun in the world.
You said it doesn't? What are you talking about? Air-conditioned indoor pickleball, and they're serving chicken? They're trying to bring the black community to pickleball. They're trying to diversify because it was just an uppity white person sport. They're trying to get in on it. This is what tennis is missing.
Who's gonna be the Jackie Robinson of pickleball, dude? Who's gonna break the color barrier on pickleball?
It
Well, I'm
might
telling
just be
you.
Jackie Robinson. I'm pretty sure he would still show up 90% of people playing pickleball.
Yeah, it's probably going to be someone who like actually Barry Sanders is going to come in and really fuck some shit up. Actually, I watched Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Kidd playing a pickleball tournament. Dirk's nice. All 7-11 of that motherfucker is out running around. Oh yeah, we got to go to that for sure. Film some stuff. We could play a bunch of games and get super fucked up, which I think would make it sick. See who throws up first.
Yeah, nothing really. Beer and massive body movements don't go great together.
We don't got to
But you
drink
know
beer.
what does? Vodka sodas, and I'm
Yeah,
sure they have
there
those
you
there.
go.
Oh yeah, a little bit of what? Let's get a picture of White Russians. And
Ew.
just milk and fucking just
God.
Kahlua.
Spiked hot chocolate and pickleball. Let's fucking go, dude.
I think the last time I had a White Russian was when we were at the Roosevelt.
What
Yeah.
even is a white Russian? Actually, that's a
Yeah.
nice segue. What's a nice holiday drink that you niggas like?
White Russians were usually like my holiday drink, or like a hot toddy.
I had a hot
Which is
totty
like-
maybe a month and a half ago.
I think
Hot
the closest-
toddies are good.
The closest I've gotten are the Dirty Girl Scouts, where like you just
That can't be a thing.
where you just put like Hershey's mint chocolate in your mouth, and then just like basically like someone pours peppermint schnapps into your mouth, and it's like a
There's
shot.
no way your favorite drink involves food. Also, there's
No.
absolutely no
No.
way that you're like my favorite drink is candy with the drink on the side.
My favorite food
like
is
a
Bloody
guard-
Mary, but the type when you get a cheeseburger on the glass.
I you know what? I will say. When I saw that reel I sent you about the martini with the fried chicken and a waffle, I was a little excited. I was trying to figure. I went through the comments. Was like,
Yeah.
"Where is this?" Asking
Yeah.
for a friend.
Yeah, with a dude like
Yeah.
what level, what high level niggery is going on?
Imagine just being a secret obese guy, just being like, babe, I went out for one drink. It's like, show me a photo of the drink you got. It's like, oh, you got the cheeseburger beer.
Oh
Where it
yeah,
comes in, yeah.
you got the $38 2-course Bloody Mary that somehow has a Hennessy base as well. The
Yeah.
economics on that thing was crazy. It was like a Hennessy mixed Bloody Mary with like fried chicken and a fried pickle and bacon.
And like
and
a whole crab coming out of the top.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck even is that? And then my thing is, that seemed messy. What am I supposed to do with that? I have to bring me a plate as well, and then I got to just transition all the food to a plate.
You know what you have with that? A good time.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? I've never been a fan of the what's like the word I'm looking for? The eating pageantry, the dumb bimbo drinks that are on fire. The craziest I'll get is like a salt or sugar rim, but that's because it adds something to the thing. Don't give me a freeze-dried lime that's floating around on the top that doesn't do bullshit, or like a fucking...
Would you-
No,
I see, like-
I did think that was gay, and then I went to the Stir to Gin and Reel, and it was an old fashioned with like a oak smoked rim.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, sometimes they can do like with like, especially with whiskey, if you had like a little bit of smoke in there, or like I saw it at the bar that I was doing a show at on Thursday, the Roost, when they did old fashioned, they like spritz like orange peel in it and like catch it on fire, so it's like
Yeah.
fuff.
No,
And it's all,
the orange peel does what the orange peel needs to do already. It's the zhuzh on top that I don't need.
dude,
Don't
you
give
just
me a
like bowling alley drinks. That's what you like. You're like, if it doesn't come in a plastic picture, I don't give a fuck.
If I can't take the cup home with me, what are we even doing here?
Yeah.
I do like
If I need it in a glass that I can't throw hard enough to give my kid a concussion.
like bowling alley drinks. I do. We have this whole cocktail set at home that we never fucking use. We never use, and I even drink cocktails sometimes. But we have this big, long, like
Yeah, I just came in.
twistable spoon. It's all not, dude. I made hot chocolate last night in this like tall glass for no reason because I wanted to be fancy because I made it from like. Not scratch, but I heated up the milk and I whipped up heavy whipping cream and put vanilla in it and powdered sugar and made like a sweet cream foam kind of thing on top. And I wanted to use a glass and put cinnamon on top so Taylor could see the layers. And then I used the.
What about Christmas turns you into a gay guy? You're
It's
like,
what-
I had to get my hickory foam on top, and I had to add.
Christmas is one of his gay kinks.
Yeah, you know what was gay
Yeah.
about it? You know what was really gay is I asked like halfway through as I was trying to hide it so I could show Taylor for a final presentation and a ta-da. I asked, I was like, hey, do we have any peppermint? She's like, no. I was like, okay, man. Like I was disappointed that we didn't have peppermint to put in the hot chocolate.
Yeah. Do we have any sprigs of peppermint leaf?
She was like,
Anything?
No, nothing. Even the artificial stuff. No.
Can you call the neighbor over, and I can just pour this on his cock and eat it like that?
Yeah, but we use this stirring spoon to stir it. And this morning she was like, I told you that this wouldn't be fucking. Why you just use useless shit? And I was like, why do we have useless shit? And then you get mad at me when I use the useless shit and make useful of it. And now it's not useless shit anymore. We can't have it both ways.
I think it's because you didn't make her one, and she
No,
just
we
like.
shared it.
No, he just left all the dishes in the sink for her to do when I got here.
Well, no, but yeah, well, we shared. But I made the hot
So
chocolate.
from the extensive fancy hot chocolate dishes that I've heard is one pan to simmer. I'm assuming there's another pan in there, and then we got the shaker thing, and then we got a big spoon.
There's also
and
a
then I'm
Pyrex.
assuming.
And you got a bowl to whisk his heavy cream with.
Oh,
And
yeah, a
and
bowl.
the heavy whipping cream, the frother. We have a milk frother, like
Yeah.
yeah. Which is we got a milk frother, buddy.
You really
We
made
got-
a fucking meal out of that thing, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, I did. And you know what the point of that was to try and get a little piece of ass. Turns out when you eat or when you drink rather a 2,000 calorie fucking thing of hot chocolate, the last thing you want to do after is throw ass at someone's forehead. So we just fell
Yeah.
asleep right after, and that was good. That was a good time.
I had a similar experience. We went and saw the movie Poor Things last night, which is an odd film. It's the Emma Stone movie with
it a comedy?
Willem Dafoe. What?
Those are two people that wouldn't necessarily draw me to the box office.
I'm assuming Willem was the romantic lead of the film.
No. Willem Dafoe was like the Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein, and
gonna say
Emma Stone
borderline.
was like the Frankenstein's monster. And like it was you get to, let me say, you get to see your boobs and not like you get to see full frontal vag, but you don't see vag. You just see like the little pubes pretty
You get
tight.
to see vag crack.
You see vag crack pretty tight.
No labes though.
No labes. No, but it was like
I'll pull it up, boys.
It's like
pull it
someone
up.
produced the
I'll
shit.
pull it up.
so we just have the entirety of the internet at our fingertips and we're doing what with it?
Am I actually pulling this
That
up?
was the no labes question. I go, so YouTube approved? I go, no labes though, right? They're like, yeah, it can be on the
No,
internet.
I don't. We don't gotta pull it up or nothing.
Emma Stone, labes, poor things.
Yeah.
full frontal.
Full frontal labes.
Dude, it was so funny. Do you know the rapper Lil Baby?
Yeah.
Finding this.
Don't fucking come for. Well, fuck you. Hey, do you know Billy Crystal, asshole? Like, what are we talking about?
No. I was just like, it's because I was googling something similar, like a salacious thing to Google, and I was
Yeah.
like, because there was this Twitter video of like supposedly Lil Baby sucking dick at like some party or something like that, like sucking a dude's dick, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, I want to see if I can find that again and show my friends because they all love Lil Baby, and I'm like, oh, Lil Baby gay. And then, so I went to Google it, and then I realized I was typing in Lil Baby sucking dick into Google. And I'm just like, I mean, it's a rapper. I hope we can get that across.
I low-key think the internet is wildly smart enough to know exactly what you were talking about.
They
'Cause I don't
did. They
even-
immediately knew as soon as you just went to Twitter.
Well, no,
Just
because
being
I
like-
think if you look up something that actually gets flagged, it just takes you to a page where it's like, stop being a fucking creep, weirdo. Go look up something else. we don't allow this here.
It would have like,
Dude,
like,
it's so funny.
"Did you
Google
mean
has
this?"
like Google has a side page where it's just like a guy going like this, being like, "You're this close.
Well,
You're this close."
Have you been on an unnerfed porn site recently?
No.
Which I was listening to a podcast where it just got. I was just made known to it like maybe not 5, maybe like a whole year ago. Pornhub got in trouble for their a whole bunch of like underage shit and a whole bunch of like kind of against their will shit being on there. So they went and scrubbed the whole thing. And it's kind of like when the top guy does it, everyone else kind of follows. Well, I was making a whole meal out of masturbating one day, and I clicked on a couple O's down in Google to be like, let's see who else distributes porn. It was like,
That's no good.
let's see who else distributes fucking whatever.
Let's go to the mom and pop shops.
Oh my fucking God. Don't ever go past the second O on Google when you're fucking pulling your pud. It's not for the faint of heart, fam. And I'm into like A-list, high-produced Brazzers, lights, camera, action porn.
Nah, and then that porn just looks like
Dude.
this podcast.
You start going into fucking Android filmed porn where you're like,
Bro, this isn't even in 720.
what
dog.
is this?
You
Yeah.
become an audiophile?
It was just more interesting.
Yeah.
I put my dick away and just started watching.
You can
I was
tell
like,
the person getting head is in a group chat just because the phone just keeps chiming every time. It's like,
bunch of fucking beeping smoke alarms going off in the background. Just no tripods, just phones resting on
You
shit.
just hear Tristan being like, I know, and that was gay. He's just next door to Tristan's apartment. It's just hella
Yeah.
thin walls.
dude,
It's not a good thing.
it was weird. Like on a very hard pivot. It was crazy because like my apartment, my complex, like you guys have both seen my apartment, and like it's not the biggest thing in the world, but it's not the smallest thing in the world. And like all of the apartments within our like complex within our building is like the same size. And like the other last night when we were coming out, it was so crazy. We like walked into like this huge moment of someone's life. Like there's this pregnant lady who lives in our building, and she's been gone for like a few days, and I assumed she was having her baby, correctly so. And like we walked in on them bringing the tiny baby up to the part back home for the first
for like
time.
the very first time.
Yeah, for the very first time. We just like kind of walked in on that, and he's like, "This is where we live," and like I'm like, "Damn, dude." I'm like, there's gonna be a moment where you just never not have a baby, unless you kill the baby. But you never not have that thing. It's like that's just there now. That's great forever.
Can I assume that you and Haley were like, we just did the same thing? Have you met Tiny yet?
Dude, Tiny, honestly, I wish we had a baby. Tiny is so much. Yeah, the fucking babies can't climb the entire fucking gate. They can't like jump off the top or attack Cody.
Invest in a squirt bottle. Teach that nigga young that there's a fucking red dot constantly focused at his forehead, and you have an itchy trigger finger. That's why we got Touche to stop fucking around with stuff. I went online and looked up because Taylor wouldn't let me get a gun. Well, not let me. I bought a gun. And
You have
she
a
was
super
like,
soaker. The ones where you're like,
I have one in my closet right now. I'll go get it after the podcast. And she was like, you can't use that because it came out, and I was like, I ordered a gun, and she was like, well, let's see how. Dude, it sprays. It goes. She's like, no, we're not.
Is
doing
it like one of those like automatic like ones you find on like Temu where it's like who the fuck would even buy this? But it's like and this goes just like shoots an entire jet stream of water.
It doesn't have a battery. I was looking at those because
the
I thought
one
it'd be
with like
fun.
vents and fans
No,
and shit?
no, it doesn't have that. But
Yeah,
it does
that
have
shit is, dude, fuck, honestly. I wish I was a kid right now so bad. The amount of
Yeah.
cool, like, off-market 3D printed Nerf blasters you can get, where it's just like, yeah, this will put a hole in your drywall. It's like, what?
Oh my! The amount of not even the off-brand shit, bro. Because like no kid plays with toys really anymore, and these niggas have to compete with like whatever, bro. Nerf and all that used to be so expensive. Like, and the off-brand Nerf shit was never the same. It never shot correct. They always got all fucked up, and like so we would never get Nerf. Now they give away, bro, just 100-round Fortnite inspired look-alike exact with like drums and shit.
Dude, do you know what?
$15.
Oh, yeah, it's like those. The thing is, it was hit or miss because I know what you're talking about with like those not real Nerf guns that were Nerf guns. Like some of them would be dog shit, but then there was those some that were just like
they
dude,
didn't
I had
have to pass regulations because they weren't a name brand, so they just like would take eyes out, which just fucked.
Oh yeah,
dudes
dude.
up.
I had a double barrel shotgun that was like a Nerf shotgun. I shot the glass out of a fucking thing, like out of a picture in my house. That thing didn't. It was like one of those things where like every single time you shot it, it might be its last shot because like the entire gun shakes.
Yeah.
Well, there were the
Yeah.
two kinds too. There were like the stun gun bullets that had sticky
The suction cup ones.
But then you could turn them to the buckshot that
Yeah.
didn't have that. That just had the capped ends. They were kind of heavy and could travel through the air. And you go.
Yeah.
I had a fucking. It wasn't like a double
yeah,
barrel.
just the FMJ of Nerf bullets.
It was a pump, but it had a handle, so you would shoot and go, and it would load four in.
I had a like a Winchester rifle looking one where it was like you'd shoot it and then like cock it like that.
Yeah. Oh, those I know what you're talking.
Yeah.
about. You
Yeah.
flipped it out. Me and Brody had
Dude.
these little disc shooter things too. That you could like. Oh God, we need a Nerf party.
Dude, I had that double barrel shotgun. Like you would wear it in. And then, like, eventually you could just, like, I'd be sitting there and my buddy and I would be like, let's go. And I'd be like, fuck it out and just, like, flick it down. You'd be like, whoosh, and I'd be like, just like, poof, poof, and
Yeah.
shoot my sister. And
You know what
then,
low-key the best ones were? Always in my experience at least, were the single-shot pistols. Anything that had just one pulley,
one pull?
just one really strong, like, because sometimes me and my siblings would have, like, we'd have, like, all-out wars, and I would give them the better guns because, like, I was just so much older than them. So I felt like a fucking covert special I got one bullet and one more in me pocket. And there's two Charlies, and they both have to go down.
And you just have to do it like you know in like Call of Duty when you're down to just your throwing knife, you're like,
yeah. You're like, I
then
literally
you gotta
Yeah.
go get it back.
Yeah, I'm playing one in the chamber. I'm like, I need to put this dude down so I can take his shotgun, or I
Yeah.
will get plastered because my sister has the battery powered fucking drum gun.
Vulcan.
Oh, the one where you're like, it was like,
No, that's
Yeah,
why,
the
that's why
Vulcan.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I knew the exact one you were talking about. And it's funny because she could barely hold it. She was just sitting there like, just
Dude,
shooting
I
shit.
remember I got like the Nerf sniper rifle, the one that was like, it was a regular one, and then you could put the top on and make it like a
Yeah.
sniper rifle.
Yeah. Oh my.
oh
That
yeah.
thing sucked.
They
I
wonder
was
why
so
kids,
mad.
They wonder why kids are shooting up schools now because they knew how to fucking take apart and clean a Nerf AR-15.
Are you talking? Are you talking about the one with like the clip on the
Yeah,
side?
it had like
Yeah.
a turning thing. I know exactly what you're talking. And some of
Yeah.
it got a
But,
little
like,
bit too crazy. You
The
could
thing
get
is, the air spring wouldn't last. So eventually, you would just like shoot it, and then the dart tip would just come out the very end and just not go out all the way.
Yes.
And you're just like, dude, this thing sucks, man. Fuck this.
Yeah, I remember I had one. It was I think it was that one where like you were able to add like that big ass attachment,
yeah,
and it
the
had
front
like a
part.
tripod on it.
Yeah, which some of those were gimmicks. Some of them actually made them better guns. Like you could get a bigger magazine, maybe a little higher power air cartridge. That made it. I think all the tubes and shit actually made it worse. Like, what does having a longer barrel do for a fucking airsoft gun? Nothing. I need a mount. What am I? A ghillie suit? I'm in a ghillie suit and a Nerf gun, sitting on the second story.
That
just
would
waiting
be
for my-
hilarious being in a ghillie suit with the brightest gun of all time.
Yeah,
just
well-
a fucking sunshine yellow gun. Be like, I'm blended in, dude.
I think Mr.
Yeah.
Beast. I think Mr. Beast did a video like that where he's like, "We spent $90 billion on Nerf," and it's just like the funnest childhood dream you've ever thought of. You're like, "Wish I had money."
Damn, I
Money'd
wish
be
I had
fun.
cancer so I could meet Mr. Beast, dog.
Yeah. Nothing was worse though in the Nerf to end it when it was like you got done playing, you just had a complete all out battle, and your mom was like, "All right, clean this up before dinner," and there's 1,000 Nerf bullets. You're like, you gotta walk around. Yeah, then you gotta walk around, which like time and space is weird when you're 9 years old. So you're just like acid tripping around, trying to be like, putting this in your shirt.
Would your
around.
mom be like, "Hey, I bought you 30 bullets. You better still have 30 bullets"?
Never had 30. It was you're losing 2 at least every time at minimum. Probably half the pack though, if we're being real. Probably half the pack's going, never to be found again.
Yeah.
Do we even do?
Oh, yeah.
Also, we're good on time.
We even do a Patreon name.
Until the great moving of the couch when you get all the ammunition back.
Oh yeah, and then you realize because that's what spawns. That's what after you get bored with the Nerf guns, that's what spawns another fight. All right. Well, he doesn't have a fun name, and we can't just read his name. If you want to join the Patreon and develop
Well, guess what? He should have known, dude. If he was a fan at
Yeah.
the $10 level,
Yeah.
he should know his name's getting blasted.
Yeah,
And
if
maybe
you-
possibly his email.
If you want to join the Patreon, it's $4 to do so, or there's a $10 follower of Gus Level where you get those frosty IAs, which we're recording today. Tell a friend about the cast, bro. We have a good time. We'll see you guys later.
Are we not going to read out the names? We got new names.
Oh my God, we have new names. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, act like we've been here before. Pal.
Sorry, I didn't see the new names. Dude, Hayden changed his to Daddy Kisses. Always respect that. Shout out to Steph. Shout out
Daddy
to Stephen.
Kisses. Daddy Kisses is my PSN name.
Oh Jesus Christ! All right.
No, yeah, dude, Femboy. Have you read his?
Yeah, we read that already.
Femboy Bussy Tight. I count Puerto Rican motherfucker.
Blessed be his seed.
I don't know.
Alan-
I don't know. Puerto Rico motherfucker. Blessed to be his seed. I don't get that.
Oh, because we had a joke about how Puerto Rico isn't part of the U.S. Because Dana was shitting on Bad Bunny being a fucking immigrant, and he's like, he's American, dog.
Yeah. Oh, that's
No.
why. Yeah.
Yeah.
And finally, the guy whose roommates, the guy who was roommates with his ex-girlfriend, who made out with Andrew at Blue Martini. Jeez, you really charge up a laugh. Huh? I fumbled that sentence and fucked the timing up, and you still put it over.
Her name is Red Flags. Please respect her.
Nah, that's Michigan. That's the Michigan girl.
I forgot about that weird fucking filler episode we had.
Yeah,
where, you were just fucking...
where I've genuinely found love and it was gone. I was like, damn, this sad.
You still stalk that girl's Instagram?
Oh, I did it yesterday. Yeah.
Of course you do. Anyway, well, my Andrew goes and jacks
Tough,
off in the
dude.
bathroom. We'll see you guys later. Tell a friend about the cast.